Hello, this is Gabriela Mittelman, and I am going through the transits from today to the next week. So, what can we see here? We can see that the sun is in free Gemini now, and it will be at 11 Gemini. The sun is here. It will go to 11 Gemini. The sun today at 3 Gemini is conjunct one moment. It is leaving a conjunction from Venus, Jupiter and Uranus. The moon this week moves from 13 Sag to free Aries. The moon from 13 Sag to free Aries. Now today is Friday, Saturday there is no trade. Sunday there is trade in Israel and in the Middle East. Monday there is no trade in the USA because of the Memorial Day. So only Tuesday we will have a trade in the USD, which will affect on Wednesday the Tel Aviv markets because of the Nasdaq. So these 4 days are in the vacuum. So Mercury now is in Taurus and moves to 26 Taurus, still in Taurus. Venus is at 0 Gemini, moves to 10 Gemini. Mars is in Aries. It still brings a lot of power. It will still be in Aries in the June 1st at 24 Aries, so there is still power in the markets. We are always looking at Mars for power, and we are looking at Mercury for the Mercury as the messenger. So we are looking for news that come in because of Mercury. So Jupiter is at 29 Taurus and moves to 1 Gemini. To remind you that the 0 Gemini is on the Weeping Sisters, and I wrote about this in the blog. Please read about that. Saturn moves from 18 Pisces to still lives in 18 Pisces, only moves 20 points, 20 minutes. The degree 18 was called by Nicola Stoyanovich the Satan degree. And Uranus moves from 23 Taurus to 24. Neptune is at 29 Pisces, still B, and 29 Pisces, which is on the worst fixed star in Pisces on Sheat. And Pluto is retro at 1 Aquarius, goes back 600 minutes degrees. So let's see the asteroids. The Ceres moves from Capricorn. This is bad for grains. It is still in Capricorn, so it is bad for grains. Pallas is in retro. Vesta, Vesta is important, is at 16 Cancer. And is 122 Saturn. So please read my post on the blog. It is at 120 degrees. 18 degrees is the Satan degree, but once it falls below 18 degrees, the markets will tumble. Above 18 degrees, the markets will correct upwards. So what else do we have here that change signs? Fortuna goes from Pisces to Aries, which is good. Pandora is still in Gemini. We have the free asteroids of death, Cloto, Lachesis, and Atropos. They don't change signs. Then we have Lucifer. Lucifer from 1 Gemini to 4 Gemini, and Chiron from 21 to 22. Now 22 is a karmic degree in numerology, so that is a bad position. What else can we see here? Chaos is at 1 Cancer, still is in Cancer. And that's it, not much. So what do we have here? From this week to the next week, Friday to Sunday next week, we still have Uranus at 23-24 Taurus. Venus moves from 0 Gemini to 10 Gemini. In Gemini, Venus is not so good, and Venus rules the banks forex, so it will be a change in trends for banks and forex once the Venus moves into Gemini. Mars is in Aries, will still be in Aries, so even if it is a correction, it will be a minor one. Jupiter moves from 29 Taurus to 1 Gemini. Jupiter is expands everything, but when Jupiter is in Gemini, it is weak. It is in its detriment. Why it is in its detriment? Because it's in opposition the sign it rules. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It will be in Gemini for the whole year. So Jupiter is weak. So whatever we expect from Jupiter to help us in anything, it will be weak in Gemini.